Hello, everybody. This is Jay's sports podcast. I have no clue what to call it yet. We're working on a title for it, but it is the NFL business season now that the Super Bowl is over. It starts off with the combine. Actually, the NFL league year ending event is actually the combine for the draft in the upcoming season. That's pretty weird, But why am I not getting any headphone feed? There we go. Sorry, I wasn't hearing myself in my headphones. Anyways, so I thought today I'd kind of talk about the combine, draft, free agency, things like that, kind of how they all work together. Not necessarily specifics for each team, although I will try to go into them. And I will be drinking lots of water. Sorry. And that's because, and I totally forgot to record the audio for this. Oh well, we'll do that for the next episode. Episode 2. Remember that, Jay. No, don't want to save that. Sorry. I'll re-record it later. I don't care. Anyways, so what I wanted to again just basically talk about is what's going on in the NFL, things like that. And so with the NFL's off season, as business season. Thank you, Pat Kerwin, Jim Miller, Tim Ryan. Hopefully, you guys will see this. But just kind of talk about how things happen. So we got the combine starting up next week on the 27th. A little under a week. It goes through till March 5th. Now, I personally don't get a chance to watch the combine very much, but I will always try to. Excuse me. Sorry. I'll always try to take a look at it, but I just like I said, I'm trying to go too specific, but not go specific enough. Okay. Basically, I don't get a chance to watch the combine, but I do participate in an annual Facebook page group. Formerly had our own website. I might see about bringing that back. I don't know yet. We had a message board basically around 2009-ish, 2010, somewhere in there. Started by Brandon from Missouri, aka the Commish, and went from there. Many of you on the Facebook page will know me as Anchorman. I used to send Brandon tweets and texts all the time when I had a job that allowed me to do that. Jobs I've had lately do not, so that's not going to help very much. But I still try to stay in touch. I still try to keep information going. So, like I was saying before, the way the NFL off season works is officially the league year doesn't start until the free agency period starts, which means the last event of the NFL league year is actually the combine. Now, for many of us, basically the new league year starts when our team is eliminated from the playoffs. We start worrying about what our team is going to need, where we're going to find either coaches who either get fired or get picked up by other teams that need coaches, and what players we have going into free agency and whatnot. The next setup after the combine is free agency starting the next league year. And usually you have like the first few days you have all like the top tier players that are in free agency, and they've relaxed the tampering rules to allow teams to be able to communicate. I think it's 2 to 3 days prior to, basically to allow them to work out a contract. And usually when free agency starts, you start getting bang, bang, bang contracts being announced left and right. I need to get new earbud headphones. Anyways, with that said, after that comes the second tier and third tier free agency periods. That's where you get like your restricted free agents signed, and tenders are either matched or they're allowed to walk, etc. You'll get some trade. You might get some trades in the between the draft and free agency period. If there's something that somebody's looking at in the draft, a player they're looking at in the draft. Then comes the draft at the end of April, early May, which which teams start drafting their players per the um, per the actual draft order. Let's see. Do we have the draft and draft order? Oh, come on, NFL.com. I've signed in. Okay, let's go to NFL.com/draft. There we go. So this is just going to be the see if I can find the actual draft order again. All right, let's see here. Sorry, I make a noise. I know. 3 round mock draft. Don't need that. All right. Just want the stupid draft order. All right. Let's search. 22 draft order. Most of these I'm going to come more prepared, but I just decided what the heck, I'm going to try and do this on the fly. Just wanted to check it out and see what happened. All right. Topic results. Let's see. There it goes. Takes me right back to the thing. All right. We'll just go to a mock draft and see. Tracker. There we go. And we will go by. Come on. I don't want by name. I want by round. All right. So I'm going to come share my screen. This is fully aware that this is NFL.com's website. This is their draft order. I am just, using it as a reference, fair use. And for some reason, I didn't have that muted. All right, let's try that again. Pop out my chat just so I can see it better. And minimize that screen. I really got to get used to these hotkeys. I got to word them, make them my own. All right, so here we go. All right, so as you can see, we got the Browns, Giants, Colts, Browns again, Broncos, Jets, Bucks, Bears, so on and so forth, down the list here. This is for just the first round. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So, anyways, as the teams pick, we see what we end up seeing what their board is turning out to be. Every team's war room has their board and has it set up specifically to their team needs, what they think they need, and they rate the players based upon skills, their results of the combines, if they run any exercises at their pro day, Wonderlic scores. Teams have various formulas, analytics that they follow to show what players they think will fit in their system the best and will fit their scheme the best. Now, the Seattle Seahawks, my team, they play uh, wow, I'm just totally drawing a blank here. Cover 3 defense, single high safety usually, and it's like a man under 2 deep cover 3. With the occasional Cam Chancellor coming in and play run support on obvious rundowns. Our offensive situation is, well, lacking. Our offensive line has not played well over the last few years, and we're trying to get that resolved. So, as we look at how teams will assess the the players as they come through, and you'll see the draft experts like Mel Kiper and Mike Mayock and the like. They will decide. I don't want to say decide. They will take a guess based upon their years of scouting, whether professional or not. With a team, I mean professionally or not. They will share that information on websites like NFL.com, ESPN.com. They'll go on various shows such as Moving the Chains on Sirius XM satellite radio and discuss why they're putting players where they're putting them. Then you're going to have people doing mock drafts, and I'm sure I will be doing a mock draft, not just the Serious Football Heads mock draft that we do every year, but I might start doing my own and posting them on Facebook. Eventually, starting up a podcast page for it. Sorry, French onion soup for dinner. A little too salty for my taste, but a little too sweet too. Anyways, going on from here, then we after the draft we have the mini camps and whatnot, and all through the off season we have the optional team activities. No, organized team activities. Some are mandatory, some are not mandatory, as we would call events in the Navy, and I'm sure it's unilaterally in the military in general. There are certain events where it's optional, but you're being voluntold to do something. Basically, where you're said you don't have to be here, but you have to be here type events. I agree with players. They shouldn't. If it's optional in a sense, then yes, you don't need to be there, and there should be no punishment for it. At the same time, you should be wanting to work with your teammates to get better. That, and this is not just any one team. This is all NFL players. We pay you our money to see you perform, and when you guys can't even handle QB center snaps exchange, run quarterback running back handoffs, can't even run the route that you're supposed to run because you're seeing one option, the quarterback's seeing the other. Your chemistry is out of sync. You need to be at these things, even if it's just walkthroughs to get to know the playbook. Be there. Learn. That's what you get paid to do, is to learn to play the game so you can actually get paid during the game days. Anyways, diatribe there. So now we go into more OTAs, mini camps after the draft, and then get about a month or so off before heading into training camp. And from training camp, we go into the preseason. From the preseason to the regular season of playoffs, to the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl to the combine, and so it repeats again. Anyways, I could sit here and right now, because I haven't studied anything yet, I could just go to like NFL Draft Home and check mock drafts and whatnot of you know like Bucky Brooks and all those guys. Hey, mock draft round one right here on their website with Jeremiah, Bucky Brooks, Charlie Casserly, Charles Davis, um, Lance Zierlein, and Chad Reuter. And early on projections are that all of them have the Browns taken with the first pick, Sam Darnold. That could change. That could change fairly easily because we haven't had the combine. We haven't had their pro days at their college campuses. We don't know what they're going to do. Yes, I agree. The Browns need a quarterback. They need a starting quarterback that they could start day one. That doesn't mean the draft is going to have one. I mean, it's possible. I mean, Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks have the New York Giants taking a running back, and then Charlie Casserly has them taking a quarterback to, be in place for when Eli's done or replace him this year. I doubt it. It is what it is. And then as you go down, you see them all picking something different for different teams. Like just as an example, the first four, uh, Jeremiah, Brooks, Casserly, and Davis all have the Seahawks with the where did I lose them? 18th pick. Starting from left to right with Jeremiah, Brooks, Casserly, and Davis. We have Jeremiah going with Isaiah Oliver, cornerback out of Colorado. Brooks having Derwin James, safety out of Florida State. Cashley has Arden Key, D end out of LSU. And Davis has Mike Hughes coming out of Central Florida. Here, I'll even show you what I'm talking about. Go to Google. I really gotta get better at this. Here we go. So as you can see right here, Oliver, James, Aaron Keys, Hughes. As you can see, there was Jeremiah Brooks, Casterly, Charles Davis. And then you have Zerline and Reuter. And again, like I said, all five of them have the Browns taking Darnold as the number one pick overall. And I can't refute it because I don't know. Oh, and then the other two have Derwin James. So 3 to 3 for the Seahawks, all picking the same guy. Yeah. I don't trust these first round mock drafts, especially that are happening before the Super Bowl or anything that happens before the combine because you don't know. You're just speculating. You're basically blindfolding yourself and throwing darts at pitchers. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but they're making educated guesses based upon team needs and whatnot. And eventually we'll be doing the same thing. I mean, like, here, let me pull up. I have a document I created here. Let's go to it. Where did it go? NFL. Nope, that's the wrong one. I thought I put it in here. Where did I put it? Oh, don't tell me I lost that. Did I put it in? Nope. Nope. Yeah, it's got to be on one of these football podcasts, probably. Yep, there it is. Football podcasts. Can't even tell you when I actually added it. All right. So let's go to edit my share screens. Okay, so let's go stop sharing. Broadcast, application window. And we're going to share once Excel opens up. Eventually. There we go. So I haven't put the teams in their order yet because I didn't know who was in what order specifically. But I've got the first two rounds. This is kind of how I'm going to pick it. And then I'll put the teams. I will probably do trades. So, like, I'm building this so that way I can do it and host it. So, we will make this. Let's see here. What are my settings? Okay. So, we will make this as name. And probably after the draft, when I have everything complete, I will have their height and weight. So height, weight. I might even do this before. I might even take put it on here. But anyways, That seems to be my favorite thing. But anyways, or however, or um, that's just seems to be the way we do things. We'll save. Back to looking at my ugly mug, and so like I said, this is just really about watching or not watching, but about talking about football right now when baseball actually starts. I love baseball, don't get me wrong. I'm just not big into the spring training aspect of it. I know pitchers and catchers have reported. I think most teams have their players in training camp now. And well, let's go to MLB.com and take a look really quick since this is sports. Talk a little bit about that, I guess. Let's go to Mariners. Still go by Mariners.org, and yet I know it links me to MLB.com/Mariners, but oh, come on. I don't want ads. I wish I could go down to Peoria. Yes, I do. All right, let's see here. Spring training schedule. Sorry. Let's go ahead and share this view. Gotta get used to doing this, and I really gotta figure out hotkeys. What the heck? There it goes. Share screen, application window, Seattle Mariners. Schedule. There we are. MLB.org, Mariners schedule 2018, February. Pitchers and catchers have already reported. Yesterday was the first full squad workout. Friday, we have the Padres at the Padres, which really means, somewhere else in Peoria or Arizona. Excuse me. We have 24th is the White Sox right before I get off work. Yeah. All right. Now, for those of you that don't watch baseball particularly very often, you'll see two games here. Kansas City Royals, San Diego Padres. But you'll see it'll be SS split squad. So just something to keep in mind because they are working out all these players all together, trying to take care of this stuff. Days off for practice days, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see. Here's another split squad day. Let's see if they actually explain that down here. The schedule anywhere. Do. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And then, we actually open up at home. Mariners home opener. Sweet. Against the Cleveland Indians and Robinson Cano bobblehead night, the 30th. Oh, bobblehead day, I should say. Those early April games, they're cold. Well, can't call it Safeco anymore. Do we even have a name for this stadium anymore? Let's see. No, don't want that. No, they still have it listed as Safeco Field on here. I have no clue. I know they're talking about. I think it was after last season that ended the agreement. Maybe they got a new one worked out. Oh well. Stop sharing. So let's see here. What else about sports can we talk about? The Olympics are just about over, I think. Let's go take a look at that then. Olympics. NBCOlympics.com. Let's see. Gold medal game, USA, Canada going to overtime, tied 2-2. That must be the women's gold medal game. All right. Let's go to the medal race. And what a surprise. Norway out in front. So, Norway. All right. Oh, but the United States has moved up to fourth. All right. So, ooh, the Olympic athletes from Russia don't have any gold medals yet. That sucks. Yeah, that's the one thing about the Olympics that I really I think the Olympic Committee got right, but at the same time, it just doesn't sit right with me. Is the Russian national team isn't allowed to participate in the games due to I want to say it was drug violations, performance enhancing drug testing, whatever. They're basically being penalized. Sorry about that. They're being penalized for some sort of Olympic violation. They allowed individual athletes that performed in individual events and some team events, I believe, to still compete. They just play under the Olympic banner instead of their national banner. Like I said, they've got it right by allowing these athletes to still compete, but it just kind of sits wrong that they can't go it technically as Russia. It's Olympic athlete from Russia. But I mean, heck, they're still doing good. 13. I mean, it's just killing it. 13, 13 golds, 11 silver, 9 bronze. Germany's got 12 gold, 7 silver, 5 bronze. Canada's got 9 gold, 5 silver, 7 bronze. We've got 7, 6, and 6. So, I mean, it's pretty, pretty nice. I mean, heck, we're beating Sweden. In Switzerland. The Brits, they've only got 1 gold and 3 bronze. Wow. Well, let's go take a look at results. All right, I don't care about that. Let's go. Oh, no, live. Alpine skiing. Slalom. Right now. Sweet. Ooh, let's see what. Ooh, hockey's live. Let's see what about hockey. Women's gold medal. 2-2 going into overtime. Um, gold medal round up, semifinals. We get to play Canada at 3 freaking a.m. They're killing me. All right, I'm recording it. It's curling. I gotta watch it. Or maybe I'll just stay up and watch it. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to bed now and go watch it. Anyways, sorry. Sports ramble. That's what I like. I don't know what it is about curling. It's one of those sports I'm just like, wow. Fun. All right, so let's go up to Friday. Alrighty. Wait. So they have the bronze medal match for men's at 10:35 p.m. Pacific time because again, they know me too well, and I let them. All right. Maybe having figure skating Friday. Hockey. Hockey, hockey, hockey. I swear I said hockey, not speed skating. No, I need to go to the individual sports. This is getting a little too crazy. All right. So let's go to hockey. Let's go to men's hockey. Nothing against women. Women's hockey is just brutal. You think men play hard? Holy cow. All right, let's see here. Tournament. No, I want full hockey schedule, I guess. Come on now. Sometimes I just don't think they. All right. So that's women's. Can I sort this by men or women? Men and women or just. Oh, God, no. Go back. Hockey. Ooh, men's tournament. There we go. All right. So, men's tournament. In our first game, we lost 3-2 to Slovakia. One won against whoever we played here. Yeah, not even gonna try. All right, so then we came back and lost to the Russian team 4-0. Wow, I'm pretty sure we're out of the playoff qualifier and we won. Sweet. And then we lost to the Czech Republic. So I think we are out. Yep. We are out on the men's side. All right, no worries. Well, let's go check out curling, see how we're doing over there. You know what? I'm going to share the screen on that one because, like I said, reasons. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be also, I'm preparing myself for um, debunking and things like that for science stuff such as flat Earth and other controversial topics. I will be starting a skeptic style channel. So don't be surprised. Okay, so as you can see here, curling men's tournament, first day of the tournament, we won. We beat the host nation 11-7. Yay! Then the next day we lost to Italy 10-9. Close one. Then we lost to Sweden 10-4. Ugh, that's crazy. But then we beat Denmark 9-5. Did I miss one anywhere in there? Nope. Okay. Then Sunday we lost to Japan 8-2. This is not going so well for us. Lost to Norway 8-5. Beat Canada 9-7. Saving grace there. It's always nice to beat Canada at things. And we beat Switzerland 8-4. Oh, stupid. Stupid thing. And then we beat Great Britain yesterday or early today, whatever. 10-4. Yesterday, my time. 10-4 to go into the semifinals against Canada. Blame Canada. No, I don't blame Canada for anything. Sorry, South Park reference. I'm probably going to get a hit now. Darn. Whatever shall I do? All right, let's go. Let's see how we're doing on women's curling. I know. It starts out as NFL now. I'm over into the Olympics. Sue me. We lost to Japan 10-5. Beat Great Britain 7-4. Lost to Switzerland 6-5. Beat the Russians 7-6. Lost to Canada 11-3. Okay, you got us back, Canada. I wonder if Armored Skeptic was giving Shu on ahead a hard time about that. Oh well. Then we beat Denmark. So where are we at in the tournament here? Lost to the host nation. Lost to Sweden. I think we're pretty much going to be out. Yep, we're out of that tournament. How did we do in mixed doubles? All right, so we mixed doubles. We beat the Russians. And I really need to get a better mouse. We lost to Canada. We lost to Switzerland. We lost to Korea. Wow, mixed doubles. We were not doing so hot on that, were we? Lost to China. Oh, we beat Norway. That's a good one. Lost to Finland. And yeah, Canada won. Nice, cool. Anyways, back to the NFL. Sorry, I'm going to go back to NFL.com. NFL.com. Sorry. Alrighty, so. So let's take a look here. Fun free agent signings for every AFC team. So I'm suspecting that they'll probably have the NFC teams up later today for the East Coast people, tomorrow for the West Coast people. Let's take a look here. Now, this is just Mark Seisler's, thoughts. And video, we don't want that. See if the video loads out if I can turn off the sound. I got the sound turned down. So, wait a minute. So these are just the AFC teams in alphabetical order. What he thinks would be fun is just, a fun potential free agent addition for each NFL team, as he states there. Note, check back Thursday for a look at the fun AFC, fun free agency for the NFC. See, I was right, Thursday. So we got Marquise Lee going to the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, fine. Buffalo Bills star Latulalele. Bulls get Andrew Norwell, offensive tackle. Cleveland Browns, Lamarcus Joyner. They could definitely use some help back there. Broncos get Justin Pugh, Nate Soldier to the Texans to replace Brown. Ooh, we're gonna give up Jimmy Graham, the tight end. Not that he's done a whole lot, but he could. But he could also stay here too. I mean, it is what it is. Ooh, Paul Richardson going from the Seahawks to the Kansas City Chiefs. Chargers get Avery Williamson, Deion Lewis to the Dolphins. Fuller, yeah, I can see that because getting rid of Malcolm Butler, Kirk Cousins going to the. Oh, that's funny. The Chiefs trading Kirk Cousins. Oh, actually, it wouldn't be trading because he'd be picked up. Never mind. Kirk Cousins signing with the Jets. That'd be fine. Raiders taking Ziggy Ansah, yeah. And Tennessee. Mark Seisler, I like his PS on the Titans. The Titans are dead to me if they don't also find a backup quarterback better than Matt Castle. Oh God, sorry. Interesting article. Um, these are just hilarious. When you add a little bit of comedy to serious things such as free agency, it does make it a little more fun. That's why the Serious Football Heads, we do a 2 to 3 round mock draft where we represent our teams. We would represent our actual teams, knowing who knows their teams better than their own fans. Now, for me in the Seahawks, the last couple of years has been offensive line because Tom Cable is supposed to be one of the best. I still think he is. He just, for whatever reason, these guys could not stay healthy, and they just couldn't seem to mesh as an offensive line unit. We need some new blood at the position coach position. So, great. I'm all for that. Speaking of which, I haven't even looked to see who they got to replace him. Seahawks.com. Let's see. Team coaches. I'm just standing here. Come on. All right. So we have Carroll, Kent Norton. Pete Carroll is VP of Football Operations and head coach. We have defensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer as offensive coordinator. That'll be an interesting one. I look forward to that. Dwayne Board as assistant defensive line coach. Dave Canales as receivers coach. Chris Carlisle as the strength and conditioning coach. Brendan Carroll as the assistant offensive line coach. Nate Carroll as receivers coach. I wonder if they're related to Pete. Andre Curtis is defensive backs, quality control and defense. Tom Farrell is special teams, assistant special teams. Andre Gee is assistant strength coach. John Glenn, assistant linebackers coach. Your assistant quarterbacks coach. Hurt, defensive line coach. Mel Jean-Pierre is assistant offensive assistant. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, I'm hired as a coach. That's cool. Pat McPherson is our tight ends coach. Ricky Manning Jr. assistant defensive backs coach. Chad Morton coach. Two. Pat Rule offensive line coach. Brian Schneider special teams coach. Carl Smith quarterbacks coach. Nick Solari, that's the one I'm looking for. Offensive line coach. That will be awesome. Nick Sorensen, nice. Secondary coach in the NFL. All right, so looking forward to seeing how our team's going to stack up. Ooh, single game tickets. Let's see if they're what's going on for the next season. I doubt there's anything up here. All right. So let's see here. Out of all these teams that are playing at home that we're playing at home this year, I have seen San Francisco, the Chargers, and the Cowboys. So at least Cardinals, Rams, Packers, Vikings, and Chiefs. I have to figure that one out. Anyways, um, going back to NFL season and just sports in general. If you have a passion for sports, be passionate, but know that it is just a game. I have a hard time having that line blur sometimes myself, especially when the Seahawks are doing great and then they do something stupid. But such is the way of life of sports. They get paid to do this. I don't. I would love to get paid to play a game, but I also know how much time and effort and work they put into preparing for these games. From high school level, college level, to the pros, no matter what sport it is. These guys don't just go home and sit on the couch and play Madden all day or play NBA 2K or whatever MLB game or NHL, whatever. These guys are out there practicing and honing their skills day in, day out, nearly all year long. Yes, they do take time to recoup and repair their bodies. I mean, that'd be foolish of them not to. They get appropriate surgeries and things like that. But for us as fans to sit there and say, "Oh, well, we could do better," I mean, all 2017 season, I'm like Blair Walsh this, Blair Walsh that. Upset that he could kick the ball, he can't kick the ball straight. Saying, "Oh yeah, I could probably do better," knowing full well that I can't. One, never trained to be a kicker. Two, I don't have the leg strength that he does. And third, kickers are like golfers. It's a lot of it is up here. And sometimes you have to, as a player, you have to suffer through that and figure out how to move on. Otherwise your career is going to be done. Now I don't wish him to lose his career in the NFL because of this bad season. I mean, heck, let's go look at his stats here. Team players rosters. All right, come on. So, gotta go all the way down to the bottom. Walsh, Blair Walsh. Let's see if we can pull up his stats here. for the last couple seasons. So here's the thing. For the season last year, and this is just field goals, he was 21 of 29, 72.4%. To a lot of teams, that is not exactly acceptable. That's kind of hard to suffer through. But on his extra points, he was 37 of 38. It's pretty much automatic. I mean, the stat line, other than those 8 missed field goals, and you could chalk up that you could chalk up 2 or 3 a season for these people, for the kickers, as being a great kicker, 2 to 3, because you get some of those ridiculously long ones, like 56 from his rookie year. But, that's my point, You get these you get them missing 2 to 4, and you call him a great kicker, But when you get down to 8 missed field goals, that kinda wears on a team. I mean, here, we'll just go down from his rookie year, 2012, with the Minnesota Vikings. He played in 16 games each season from 2012, 13, 14, and 15. So 4 years of 16 straight games. He has a total. Actually, he didn't even have one single field goal blocked with the Seahawks, but he's had a total of 5. He had one his rookie season. His longest kick was 56 yards. He had attempted 38 field goals, 35 made, 92.1%. He was automatic on his extra points, 36 to 36. And kickoffs, did 86 kickoffs, averaged 68 yards, 53 touchbacks, 33 returns. For some reason, they didn't put the average yards back. Oh, whatever. The next season, again, 16 games, 54 yards was his long. Attempted 30 field goals, made 26, 86.7, 44 extra points attempted, 43 made, 97.7%. Pretty good. 2014, 16 games played, 2 blocked field goals. So that's 2 of the 4. So he missed 2 total that season by himself. Well, that means he also missed 2 on his rookie season too. All right. So, anyways, he had 55 yards as his long, 35 attempts. Where was it? 35 attempts, 26 made. So that's 9 field goals missed. He missed 2, so that means he missed 7 on his own. 74.3%. He was 100% on his extra points. 2015, which was the year he botched the kick in the playoffs against Seattle. Anyways, he played in 16 games, 1 blocked, 54 yards, 39 attempts, 34 made. So that's -5 plus 1 block, or take away 1 of those as a block. So it means he missed 4 total. 87.2%, 37 extra points, 33 made. Now here's where he's starting to have issues. You can kind of tell he's having a little bit more of the issues. He was 89.2% on his extra points. Okay. The next season, 2016, he only played in 9 games. He had 1 block. His longest was 50 yards. He attempted 16 field goals, made 12. So he only missed 3 total field goals, left or right, or short. He had a 75% completion, or 75% made. He had 19 extra points. He missed 4. None of them blocked. He's 78.9% on his extra points. Then we have this last season. He played all 16 games. 49 long was his longest. 29.8, or sorry, 29.8. 29 field goals attempted, 21 made. So he missed all 8 of them. They're making his percentage 72.4, his worst season yet. 38 extra points attempted and 37 made. Again, automatic. I mean, come on. That right there is a decent kicker right there, but he's got something going on up in his brain that's causing him to all of a sudden to start missing more. So his overall percentages are he's had 5 blocked field goals. He's attempted 187, made 154 for 82.4%. He's attempted 203 extra points. He's made 193, so 10, at 95.1% on extra points. So literally, he's like automatic on extra points. Over 2, 4, 6 years to miss 10, that's not bad. But as a Seahawks fan, I'm sitting here, I'm like, Blair Walsh, this, God, can he make it? And that's the crazy thing. Oh, they even have a situational grass. That's funny. They break it down into field type, home and away, split points, whether he was ahead by 8 points, ahead by 16, behind by 1 to 8 points, behind by 19 to 16 points, field goals. This is just crazy analytics we got going on here from the Seahawks team. Like it. Anyways. So just as a fan of your team, you pay to watch the game, whether it be DirecTV, whether it be going to the games, season tickets, single game tickets, NFL Game Pass, whatever you do. Remember, there's a fine line between being a fan and being a fanatic, and thinking that you can do the job of these guys. Not many of us could. Some of us might be able to coach. Some of us might be able to teach these guys. You'll be like, hey, on this play, you guys did this. This is what you were looking at, showing them the still images and talking them through it. Yeah, some of us could easily do that. Others of us can't. Remember the good old saying, those that can't do it, teach. So, and those that can't teach, talk. I don't know if that's really a saying, but, it's just one of those things. I enjoy talking about football. I enjoy discussing football. I enjoy just about anything to do with football. So I really just want you guys to try and understand that these segments that I'm going to do on football, which will be about every 2 weeks, as we get up to closer to the draft, I might bump it up to once a week. And I might do a pre-draft show, depending on what it looks like, depending on what work looks like. I might be able to do some pre-draft shows each day, maybe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. My offer still stands to the Serious Football Heads fans. I would love to have you guys on here on Google Hangouts. You don't have to have a setup like this. You don't even have to have a web camera to talk to me. All you have to have is a Google Plus account, and I can add you to a call. I can send you a link. It'd be just you and me. And this goes for the regular season too. Every opponent of the Seahawks, you're welcome to contact me. Each week I'll want to talk to one of you. I also do want to kind of interview some of the original football heads. So I'm hoping you guys will be willing to come on and just chat. I mean, if nothing else, we don't even have to do it live on air. I have no problem recording recording a regular Google Hangout and having it post later, or even recording a Skype video conference with just me on video or whatever. Um, but truly and honestly, the offer still stands. You guys want to talk football? I know you do. I know sometimes it's a little slow during the business season. We can talk anything. And for those of you that aren't necessarily serious football heads per se, or you just want to learn more about football, get a hold of a copy of Take Your Eye Off the Ball, whether it's the first version, the playbook edition, or even version 2.0. I know Pat's website has been down for a while, and I haven't checked it in a while. Let me check it now. Yeah. Server not found, so obviously he had to take it down for something. What, I don't know, but I really just hope that you guys will enjoy it. How long have I been going for anyways? Let's see if this is showing me how long it's been going for. Um, timeline? Nope. Oh, streaming for 56 minutes. Talking about sports-ish. Trying to stay mainly with football, but, also, for football, because I do the podcasting thing, I do want to eventually take this on the road and do podcasting from, like Mobile, maybe do podcasting from the draft, things like that. Um, if I could afford to do it, I'd do it from Seahawks games. To be honest, that would be fun. Um, but anyways, um, I look forward to having these shows. I'm going to try and keep them a little shorter than this, but with the Olympics going on and baseball starting up, I will be discussing some baseball. You know, Yankees suck, Boston sucks. Um, I know Dave Bowman will like this, but the Dodgers suck too. As a Mariners fan, we suck, and I hate everybody because they always win. So, as a Seahawks fan, hopefully we'll do better. Is there any sport that you guys like to talk about? I'm more than willing to talk about just about any sport. I mean, I'm willing to learn. I mean, there's the world's game, football, soccer as we know it here in the U.S., MLS, Premier League. I'm willing to try and talk about anything. I mean, I'm willing to learn. Cricket. I've always wanted to learn to play cricket. Um, what else? Sports wise, is there? I'm not big into MMA or boxing. So on WWE wrestling and stuff. I mean, I went to school with Daniel Bryan, you know, but I'm not friends with him, so don't try and expect me to get him on here and do anything, and don't ask me to try and get autographs from him because it just won't happen. It, him and I would have to basically try and reform a friendship that ended in fourth grade, I think it was when I left Central Park. So yeah, that's about. And even then, our friendship was acquaintance at best, I think. So trying to remember back, God, was that fourth grade? So that would have been what, about 9 years old? So yeah, 28 years ago. Yeah, try remembering stuff like that. Although I do remember riding to school a lot on my bike and having extremely long shoelaces and constantly getting my shoelaces tied up in my pedals. Oh well, little tidbits about me that nobody really needs to know. But what the heck? Um, but yeah, I'm willing to talk about anything, and I'm gonna create a title for this and try and get some domain names and whatnot, and also try to get what was I gonna say? Twitter and email accounts set up for it. So by all means, contact me. You can contact me at my politics email, which is jpoliticspodcast at gmail.com. Um, you can contact me on Google Plus. You can contact me here on YouTube. If you know me personally on Facebook, contact me through there. Serious football heads should all be able to contact me on there. And heck, any of my friends that want to do this with me, especially about the Seahawks and whatnot, by all means, come on in. More than happy to talk football with you, baseball. Hopefully the Seattle area can get back an NBA team and also maybe get an NHL team since we haven't had one since the Seattle Metropolitans, which we have as Seattle has won a Stanley Cup. That is true. That is fact. Um, and technically a Seattle team. Let me double check this because I want to make sure I'm right before I open my mouth. Sorry. Said dinner. Kind of agreeing with me, kind of not. No. My Bing shows me a baseball player's been suspended for 50 games. Alrighty, so let's see here. And also, technically, a Seattle team has won the World Series. It's just that they moved on to be the Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals used to be the Seattle Pilots. So, yep. Anyways, here we go. Let's see. Kansas City Royals Wikipedia franchise history. Oh, but it doesn't show their prior to. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Does it say where they were? Hmm. Lou Piniella. Talk about complete circle. Lou Piniella was traded for and won the Rookie of the Year as the Royals' inaugural season. Pretty funny. But it doesn't say. Hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't say it right there. Maybe I'll say it in the intro somewhere. Oh, yeah. Entering the American League in Oh, maybe I am wrong. Nope. It looks like I am wrong. I'm sorry. Seattle team has not won. I thought they did. What it was, I thought I read somewhere that the Pilots um, became the Kansas City Royals. I swear. Hmm. All right. Well, I'm going to click on the Seattle Pilots link here because I swear I was right on that. But I'm willing to admit I was wrong. Oh, no. They went on to become the Milwaukee Brewers. My bad. Alrighty. So, yep. I have owned up to a mistake. So when I do my flat Earth videos and other science debunking, it can't be said that I don't own up to my mistakes. Yep. Milwaukee Brewers. Have they won? Ooh, let's check that out. Let's do this. I knew what I was going to ask. So yeah. Anyways, I am literally now just rambling for sake of rambling. I gotta figure out a tagline for this show now too. I haven't even figured out one for my politics show, like an ending tagline. Well, since this is sports related, how do we want to do that? Well, here's what I can do to you. Challenge you to go out there and learn a sport that you've never played before. Not something that you have to play per se, just go and learn a new sport. I've always wanted to learn to play cricket. Maybe I'm going to start reading up on cricket. I know the fundamentals, the basics of, you know, football, World Cup and Premier League and MLS. Shouldn't be too hard for me to pick up cricket. So, long story short, go pick up a bat, go pick up a ball, use your hands, use your feet, whatever the game requires. Heck, maybe even you create your own game that becomes something like curling. Just go out there, have fun, root on your team. I've got to come up with a name for this too. So for right now, I'm just going to call this Jay's Sports Podcast for now. I don't know. I'm very bad at the name thing. I'll come up with something. But like I said, go out there, have fun, enjoy the games, enjoy the business seasons for whatever your sport is. If you enjoy NASCAR, hopefully Daytona did not disappoint. I don't know. I don't know who your drivers are. I don't even have a driver anymore. I mainly rooted for Jeff Gordon just because it irritated my stepmom and my dad. Let's go check out NASCAR really quick. NASCAR.com. All right, let's go see schedule. Next race is the Sunday Atlanta Motor Speedway. Daytona results. So, Austin Dillon in a Ford, not a Ford, I'm sorry, Chevrolet. One lap. Raced in 207. So Chevy went 1-2 and Toyota came in third. Ford got fourth. I don't really have a problem with it, but oh, can we center this on? Nope. Darn. I was hoping we could actually do that. So what are these stages? Stage 1, stage 2. So there should be 2 people with points there then. So Kurt Busch was the stage 1 winner. And Ryan Blaney was the stage 2 winner. I have no clue. So many things. I'm going to have to get back into racing again. Ish. Oh well. Anyways, back to football. That's what I'm here for. Go get your hands on any book about football, American football, NFL. Start studying your college players. Find a team that fits for you. If you don't have a team, it doesn't have to be your hometown team. I mean, heck, my family's from Minnesota, and I rooted for Green Bay as a child, along with the Seahawks, because I grew up here in Washington State. So just know, root for a team and stick through the good times and through the bad. I mean, it's so easy. It's easy to be a bandwagon fan. It's so easy to be a bandwagon fan. But don't suffer through the bad times as you celebrate through the good times. Like I said, go pick up a ball, go pick up a bat, do whatever you want. Do whatever you got to do. Heck, even create a game. Just go out there and have fun and spend time with your family, even if it is sitting down and watching a race. Have a good night, enjoy your weekend, and look forward to seeing you on This Week in U.S. Politics on Saturday.